Everything was stacked against them. The scoreline, the clock, the pressure. But when the world had already given up, the hero showed up.
And then Gerrard! Oh, goodness me! What a strike from Steven Gerrard! I told you, don't...
When it already seemed way too late, the strike came, the roar, and total chaos. These are the goals that became miracles. Today, you're gonna see part 3 of the most unbelievable goals that decided matches at the death. Let's kick things off with one of the most historic goals in the Madrid derby. It was the 2013/2014 Champions League final. Real versus Atletico, the biggest champs against the Colchoneros, hunting for their first European title. Milan, Chelsea, Bayern, they all got knocked out. It really looked like it was going to be Atletico's night. Early in the first half, Atletico got one hand on the trophy. Minute 36, corner kick. The Real defense cleared it. The fullback Juanfran headed it back in. The defender Godin rose higher than the midfielder Khedira. Casillas came out badly, and the ball looped over the keeper. 1-0 to the Colchoneros. Real kept trying. The ball just wouldn't go in. The tension was taking over the Bernabeu. Until stoppage time in the second half, the miracle happened. Corner for Real. Modric stepped up to take it. Perfect cross. Sergio Ramos rose like a giant, headed it into the corner. Courtois stretched, but he couldn't reach it. An equalizer right at the end. It was the merengue shirt making its presence felt. In the dying minutes, Ramos brought the hope back for the Real fans. It was the magic of the biggest European champs avoiding defeat with the last kick. But the final wasn't over. Real dominated in extra time. The crowd could feel the destiny at 110 minutes. Di Maria blazed down the left wing. He got past Juanfran. He took on the defender Miranda and smashed it at Courtois. The ball looped up. Bale showed up behind the fullback Alderweireld and finished it. Real takes the lead.
Desce pro Real Madrid, Di Maria, vai passando, passou, salvou, Bale! Gol!
Atletico was gassed at the 118-minute mark. Cristiano Ronaldo passed to Marcelo just outside the box. The Brazilian fullback ran forward with space. He shot from the edge of the area. Courtois messed up. Real scores another one, but his goal was missing. Portuguese legends. In the last minute, Cristiano burst into the box. The midfielder, Gabi, tried to win the ball and only hit the Portuguese star's foot. Penalty. Cristiano stepped up to the ball. Total confidence. He ran up, smashed it hard into the right corner. Courtois dived the other way. The goal to seal the deal. 4-1. Real Madrid. Drama, emotion, every second pulsing in the Bernabeu. It was the 10th Champions League title, the triumph of a team that never gives up, a team that refuses to lose, even when everything seems lost, that rises up, that fights, that delivers in impossible moments, that turns pressure into glory, that goes down in history like only Real knows how. Another final, this time in England. Liverpool versus West Ham, fighting for the FA Cup title in the 2005/2006 season. Millennium Stadium in the city of Cardiff, 71,000 people waiting. The Reds were the massive favorites, but the game started tough. West Ham started with high pressure. Just 21 minutes in, the forward Ashton found the midfielder Lionel Scaloni open on the right. The Argentine whipped in a cross. The defender Carragher tried to clear it and scored an own goal. 1-0, a shock in the final. 7 minutes later, another shock. The winger Matthew Etherington took a shot. An unbelievable howler from the keeper Pepe Reina. Ashton capitalized 2-0 to the Irons. West Ham had one hand on the cup. Liverpool got a lifeline at 32 minutes. Gerrard, absolutely brilliant. He played an amazing 50-meter long ball. Djibril Cissé hit it on the volley first time. An absolute screamer from the Reds. 2-1, hope was back. The second half started differently. The Reds were all over them, and the comeback seemed like just a matter of time. At 54 minutes, the number 8 showed up again, and Gerrard came in smashing a rocket from the penalty spot. 2-2, all square in the final, but West Ham didn't give up. At the 67-minute mark, a counter-attack down the left. The full-back Paul Konchesky put in a cross. The ball was nasty. Reina messed up again, and the ball went in. 3-2, West Ham was back in front. But the drama wasn't over yet. In the 91st minute, the huge moment came. The ball dropped on the edge of the box. The midfielder Sissoko couldn't control it, but Gerrard was coming from deep. The captain hit an absolute missile into the corner. 3-3.
Towards Morientes. And then Gerrard! Oh, goodness me! What a strike from Steven Gerrard! I told you.
The Reds were back from the dead. Gerrard saved Liverpool with a spectacular worldie when nobody expected it. In the final minutes, the magic of the biggest shirt in England showed up. The Reds were alive. In extra time, tension, exhaustion, still all square. It all came down to penalties. Pepe Reina went from zero to hero. He was brilliant, and Liverpool were champions. Gerrard, the absolute main man, until the very last second, and the impossible was achieved. The next clash was between giants, Barcelona versus Chelsea. Champions League semi-finals 2008/2009. Stamford Bridge. Chelsea wanted to reach a second straight final against Manchester United. Barca needed something extraordinary. The first leg ended 0-0. It was wide open. Chelsea came out strong. Just 8 minutes in, Lampard tried to cross it, and the ball deflected off the defense. Essien came charging in, hit it with his left foot first time. A total rocket. The ball hit the crossbar. Unstoppable. An absolutely insane goal. 1-0 Chelsea. The Blues fans were buzzing. Barcelona was trailing. The Spanish team dominated possession. They tried to create, but the final ball just wasn't there. The first half ended with Chelsea in the lead. Barcelona had 61% possession, 4 shots, all of them off target. Total frustration. In the second half, Chelsea started looking dangerous. At the 53-minute mark, Drogba got in free, chop past Piqué, and shot right at the keeper Valdez. On the rebound, the midfielder Maluda hit it from outside the box. The ball skimmed just past the post, almost the second. 65 minutes. Red card for the fullback Abidal. Barcelona down to 10 men, even more disorganized, but they didn't give up. Strength, patience, fight. At the 92-minute mark, when all seemed lost, the unlikely happened. Messi passed it to Iniesta on the edge of the area. The number 8 hit it with the outside of his boot. Top corner. What a goal! The stadium went silent and exploded at the same time.
La pelota para Leo Messi. Vamos Leo. La juega en corto. El disparo de Andrés. ¡Golazo de Andrés! ¡Golazo de Andrés Iniesta!
1-1. It was the goal that sent them through. Barca was heading to the final. The English dominance had been broken. Pure emotion. Unforgettable final minutes. Iniesta wrote his name in Champions League history. One of the most incredible goals from the Barca team that conquered Europe that season. The next game was in the round of 16 at the 2018 World Cup. Belgium versus Japan. The Belgians were coming off the best group stage performance. Japan only got through based on fair play points. The stage was set for an easy game for Belgium, but there was tension, drama, and emotion until the very last second. And as expected, the Belgians started on the attack. At the 24-minute mark, a ball into the box for Lukaku. The number 9 got ahead of Yoshida, but the Japanese defenders stretched out and put him off. A missed chance for the favorites. 3 minutes later, a corner whipped into Japan's box. The defender company showed up at the back post, but the ball went behind him. Almost a goal for Belgium. Japan also had a scare. At the end of the first half, the midfielder Inui got it on the left. He cut inside and unleashed a shot. With a deflection off the striker, Osako, the keeper Courtois, almost fumbled the ball and let in a soft goal. But the score stayed level. Coming back from the half, there was a surprise. Inui started the counterattack. The midfielder Kagawa received it, moved forward, and played in the winger Haraguchi. The defender Vertonghen messed up. The number 8 burst into the box and slotted it into the corner past Courtois. Goal. Japan opened the scoring. Explosion and shock in the stadium. In the very next play, it was almost an equalizer. The winger, Mertens, dribbled to the byline, rolled it back for Hazard, who hit it hard, and the ball smashed off the post. 2 minutes later, another shot. Japan went on the attack again. Kagawa controlled it, turned, and passed to Inui. The number 14 shot from distance. Right in the corner, Courtois stretched but couldn't get there. 2-0, a screamer from Japan. Belgium was in shock, but the favorite didn't give up. At 61 minutes, the fullback Meunier crossed it into the box. Lukaku tried for the header. The ball whistled past the post. Almost won back at the 68-minute mark. Corner for Belgium. The keeper Kawashima punched the ball. The defense cleared it badly. Vertonghen got a header on it from an impossible angle. The ball looped over the keeper. Goal. 2-1 Japan. Belgium had hope again. 5 minutes later, Hazard crossed it. The midfielder Fellaini rose above the defense and headed it firmly. Belgium ties it up. The game was electric. Nothing was decided. Japan tried to defend, but Belgium looked physically stronger, running more, way more. At 84 minutes, the midfielder Chadli headed it. Kawashima parried it away. On the rebound, Chadli crossed it. Lukaku tried another header for another massive save from the Japanese keeper. Then at 93 minutes, the last gasp of the match. Corner for Japan. The defense got the ball. A rapid counterattack from the Belgian team. De Bruyne sprinted down the right. Meunier crossed it. Lukaku left it with a dummy, and Chadli just tapped it into the goal. 3-2 Belgium. Unbelievable comeback. Incredible. When it looked like Japan was already in the quarterfinals, Belgium stunned the world in the final minutes. One of the greatest matches of the 2018 World Cup. Drama and emotion right to the end. Another clash decided at the death. Champions League semifinal 2018/2019. Ajax versus Tottenham. Ajax arrived in the Netherlands with a 1-0 advantage. They had already knocked out Real Madrid and Juventus. Tottenham needed a miracle, and it happened. Right in the first few minutes, Ajax's lead doubled. The midfielder Shona took a corner from the right. The defender De Ligt started at the edge of the box. He ran to the near post. Rose higher than the midfielder Dele Alli. A perfect header. Goal. 2-0. The stadium was rocking. Tottenham looked finished. At 34 minutes, the midfielder Van de Beek burst through the middle. Passed it to Tadic on the left. The winger controlled it. Looked up. Laid it off. Ziyech showed up. He smashed a rocket with his left foot. Absolute screamer. 3-0 to Ajax on aggregate. The Dutch qualification seemed locked in, but the second half started differently. English hope appeared at 54 minutes. A lightning-fast counterattack. Dele Alli received it in the middle. He dribbled past the defender blind. The ball broke for Lucas Moura. The Brazilian controlled it, entered the box, slotted it in the corner. 2-1. Tottenham could breathe. 4 minutes later, the equalizer happened. A scramble in the box. Lucas Moura turned in the middle of 4 defenders. Finished with his left foot. Unbelievable goal. 2-2. On aggregate, they just needed one more, and when there was no hope left. In stoppage time, the impossible happened. Dele Alli got the ball outside the box. He played a perfect little touch to Lucas Moura. The number 27 received it on the edge of the area and hit it with his left foot. Into the corner, the complete comeback. 3-3 on aggregate.
A bola chegou na área, Lucas! Gol do Flamengo!
A historic hat trick for Lucas Moura. In the last minute, with pure grit, never giving up. For the first time, the London team reached the European final. Tottenham wrote one of the greatest comeback stories in Champions League history. And if you watch this far, like the video, and also subscribe to the channel to watch the next part of this series we're making. My name is Christian Castro, and I'll see you in the next video.